A few changes, some old faces, a bunch of interesting drama ahead of us tonight. I hope y'all are ready for another handful of weeks of Sliced, y'all. Half of the regular season through. We got another half to go, and then we got 4 weeks of playoffs. Let's take a look at our contestants tonight and just get into it.
Let's do it, yeah.
Craig Mann, T-Hoy Venture School, St. Paul's Academy, Hamilton, New Zealand.
Josh Polkamp-Hartt, data scientist, Boston Bruins.
I'm Michael Mullarkey. I'm the director of data science at the Lab for Scalable Mental Health.
I'm Canzhi. I hope by the time that you're watching this, Joe Ingles has won Sixth Man of the Year.
Should we talk a little bit about the data set and the challenge today?
Yeah.
And what our contestants are predicting?
Absolutely.
Today's challenge it's a data set of New York City Airbnb listing prices, and our contestants will be using metadata information about those listings. So what neighborhood they're located in. As we saw, our contestants already working with lat long data, for instance, type of room, whether it's like a entire home, apartment, private room, yada, yada, all of that. So a little bit of review data. They have the option to dig into some text data if they so choose. All of that they'll be doing to predict price in the test set. We've got 2 golden features that any of our contestants can discover in the course of the 2 hours of live coding that are worth 5 points and 10 points respectively, totaling 15 possible points. So our first golden feature, worth 5 points, is to make a categorical plot of average or median neighborhood prices. The 10-point golden feature is to extract the number of bedrooms and or bathrooms from the name column.
Points carry over. Lap 2 points also add to their lap 1 points. So given those points, the way that the playoffs work, the top 4 point getters will go into the playoffs, and then another 4 contestants will get voted in. 2 of them will be voted on by the top 4 players, and another 2 will be voted in by chat. There's Josh's screen. Josh is still manipulating some data. Looks like he's just trying to get the data in the right path. Now, a lot of people... wait, it looks like he's looking at the name column here, Meg.
Yeah, I was really interested to see if any of our contestants would do this. So, yeah, he's got library gender. I think this is like a US baby names, like census kind of data set that gives you the probability of whether a name is male or female. And they do have like the host name, so he's probably taking a look at whether that gives any kind of predictive power.
This is
inferred gender.
This is some pretty interesting NLP type work, even though gender inference is probably on the shallower end of NLP. It's still NLP. We'll see if he does dive into that name column and extract out bedrooms and bathrooms. Since if you have never used Airbnb before, you open up the app and all the titles of all of the listings are things like luxurious 2-bedroom right across from Central Park, or cozy private 1-bedroom, your own bathroom, something like that. Those are all the names that are in the name column. So we'll see if they could actually extract as much information out of that as possible. Canzhi is actually at the point where he is trying to figure out what loss function to use. And right now he is looking at user-defined loss functions. So he is actually going to see if he could create on the fly RMSLE for his model here. So his loss function. If you could do that, that would be pretty incredible to see on the fly. Again, it's one of those things that you typically don't have to dive into too often, but if you know how to do it, it could definitely help you out in contests that use custom loss functions.
Water Tribe, pretty... Oh, this is the... Okay, yeah, the avatar. So this is the TV themes playing here. Okay, cool.
Yeah. He was using... There was Fire Nation before. Definitely... taking big swings at DataViz right now. And remember...
He is, yeah.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Meg, his last go-around, he actually didn't do so hot in the DataViz category. We do have a plot of New York City from Craig, which he is trying to showcase to us with as much zoom as possible.
It almost looks like a stain or something, like a kind of like pinkish coffee stain. Yikes.
He is realizing price is very inflated in certain areas. Let's see. Okay, that is not how you do that in pandas, but we'll see him work through that in a bit. I believe I saw Canzhi also start plotting what seems to be the outline of New York City, except his origin here, 00, is making his map look quite odd. Josh definitely creating his recipe here with all sorts of different filters, and it looks like he is going to try to TF-IDF the name column.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So he will be trying to extract as many features from that name column as possible.
Maybe we can do a text data set after all.
Oh my goodness. Well, definitely features of text. Definitely features of text.
Yeah, we don't want to,
You can see a submission printout here, just the head of it, and he has eliminated the index column, which would have been column 1 or column 0, depending on the type of...
Is that your cursor or his cursor?
This is mine.
That's yours.
This is
okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I'm like, wow, how weird.
So we see him dragging that in. He's actually going to drag in which one is he going to drag in? Who knows? It looks like 01kaggle.csv is the one he wants. He's looking at the shape of it. He is probably questioning to himself, why is there 34,000 entries in the submission when he really wants only 14,000? And that's because he is predicted on his test, or his training.
His train, yeah.
So
that is a problem.
So he will have to go back and predict on the test. We'll come back to him. Here we see Josh with a map plot, and it looks like if I screenshot Google Maps of New York City, brought into Paint, and used the spray paint tool, that's what we just saw. That's what
like,
that is.
It sounds like you're dissing it, but like it's actually a better plot than some of the others that we've seen so far this episode.
I do appreciate Josh taking his time with not just like good-looking or interesting descriptive plots, but also like relatively meaningful to the data set. Like something I love seeing is people going back into the data, not just treating features as features in a model, but treating them as actual numbers that are related to sort of what the dataset story is trying to tell us. Let's go over to Michael Mullarkey. He said he's trying to have code ready in case my tune by some miracle comes through in time. We'll see. So he already has a submission up there. He is doing some grid search parameter tuning right now to see if he could juice out a little more RMSLE from his model. Oh wait, we got something from Craig.
What do we got?
We got a very ugly looking heat map correlation plot.
Interactive.
It is interactive. He is missing all those things that everyone else has tried to do already, like log transform price, also move away from using price. We also see something on Canzhi's screen. We see
neighborhood and price. Oh, but this is not quite what we're looking for, but close.
It's so close.
It's so close. Can you pull off a golden feature?
If he takes the mean, if he turns this from a cat plot to a bar plot will plot the mean. Let's go back over to Josh real quick. Remember, we have less than 5 minutes to go, less than 4 minutes to go. Josh looks like he's probably uploading data. Let's go back over to Craig. Craig is doing some more here. Oh, we do see a map plot from Dr. Mullarkey himself with a gigantic black hole over New York City. Perhaps a new movie, Cloverfield. This is what we get when we try to plot geoplots in 5 minutes. So let's see here with Craig Mann. Craig Mann still looking through his univariate scatter plots, unsure if he's finding what he wants here. And it looks like we have gone in larger with the marker here.
Wow. I present a map.
Yeah, Cloverfield is clearly taking over the greater US. And let me tell you, this is quite the round, Meg.
This is quite the round. In terms of data visualization, yeah, it's so interesting because we're seeing them like spend time on this, but to very, very differing results.
We see here Cloverfield has not just taken over the world, but ingested the majority, leaving only Greenland and Brazil. Things becoming a lot more perilous. Only a few seconds left. And it's pencils
Chat,
down.
get ready to vote. And,
it is pencils down. Everyone is done for the night.
Chat is already ready and raring to go for the chat vote. So I'll be kicking off a poll momentarily. This will be 15 points to the contestant that wins your hearts, your minds.
Do we see Michael? Michael won chat last time. Do we see Canzhi?
Wow, this is incredibly
It's
close.
Craig.
Come on. Woo, go Craig. Oh, sorry, I just screamed. That was amazing. Josh, as we all saw, got the first golden feature of the night, which is a 5-point golden feature, a categorical plot looking at average neighborhood prices. We also accepted median. So that is 5 points to Josh. The only contestant who actually extracted number of bedrooms or bathrooms from the name column was also Josh. So Josh is the only contestant tonight who discovered any of our golden features, and he discovered both golden features. So that is 15 points to Josh. Congrats, Josh.
This is insane, Mag.
Double golden feature.
Ready for data viz?
Yeah. I have my equipment. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, Canzhi. All right, Meg, 2 points. Nick Wan 3. Why 2, Meg?
We just didn't see a lot of data visualization from Canzhi. And I think the data visualization that we saw was pretty basic, pretty rudimentary stuff.
3, 2, 1, Josh. 10! Oh my god! Yeah, I give him 8. So let's hear it. Let's hear about 10.
I really liked Josh's data visualizations. You know, he spent a lot of time, I think, on the quality of the data visualizations, doing a lot of iteration, which is actually something I don't think that I've seen a ton of in previous episodes, with the exception perhaps of D-Rob, doing like a lot of iteration versus volume.
3, 2, 1, Michael. 5 from Meg, 3 from me. Why 5, Meg?
It felt like a little bit more like golden feature hunting, perhaps, than sort of like proper data storytelling, perhaps. I did like the last minute plot, the last minute map plot. That was pretty funny.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, Craig. I gave him 6, Meg gave him 3. I think the quantity actually did win me over in the end. Let's go to RMSLE. Lowest score is what we're looking for. We'll start with Canzhi. Canzhi's score, 0.49007. Josh Polkamp-Hartt has a score of 0.49633. Moving on to Michael Mullarkey. Michael Mullarkey has a score of 0.4597.
Ooh.
Craig Mann, his score, 0.602. So,
Right.
the winner of modeling is Michael. This brings the totals of tonight. There's actually a tie. Josh and Michael both have 38 points. Craig Mann with 24 points and Canzhi 15 points. This is not just
This is a
incredible.
sliced first.
We said that Canzhi needed 17 points
Oh
to
my
lock
God.
in. To lock in. And
2
now
points.
Canzhi is actually not a favorite to go into the top 4 anymore.
Incredible. Incredible.
Remember, the top 4 scores enter the playoffs, and then another 4 contestants will enter through voting. I believe it is time to say sayonara, partner.
Sayonara, partner.
Thanks for everyone. Starting off lap 2, this is great, and I honestly, I was really nervous about tonight. I didn't know how it was gonna go because we've seen a lot of sliced, and I'm so happy that everyone came up and there's a big old turnout yet again. So from me personally, just gigantic hearts to y'all in chat. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Have a good night, y'all.